whatever it is you're going through, however it is that you're having to wait, whether you thought that you were going to have a big house or you thought you were going to be married, or by now my business would have been bringing in X amount of money. Hello everyone, my name is Abimbola. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Subscribe. Bye. Hello everyone, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abimbola. If you're new here, you're welcome. If this is your second, third or fourth time, you are already family. If you get to subscribe, please do. So today, I wouldn't even say I have a topic. Well, I'll be talking on waiting, right? But I would mostly be encouraging someone out there who feels like the waiting season has become tiring. Someone who feels like they do not even know if this answer is going to come. Someone who is frustrated, right? Someone who isn't sure of anything. Someone whose journey is beginning to look blurry. So I can talk about this topic because I'm currently there, right? I can relate so well with you. I know what it feels like to wait on something. I've had to wait for things in the past. I'm currently having to wait for something. And I know what that feels like, right? Where you've gotten the promise, God has told you a particular thing, but you're wondering when it is going to happen. You feel like God might be too slow. You just feel like he's being slow. You feel like time is going. I want you to understand that you're not alone. I understand you. And I'm going to just talk about someone in the Bible who had to go through a season of waiting himself, and that is Joseph. Joseph was the son of Jacob, a man who had 12 sons. Joseph was, his father's favorite child, and he had a dream that he was going to be a great man, right? He was going to rule over, his family and all of that. And guess what happened to Joseph? Joseph was sold to slavery by his brothers. Right. I'm sure at that moment he felt like his dream was shattered already, right? His dream was most likely not going to come to pass because he felt like he was going in the opposite direction of what God had told him, or that was what it seemed like. Joseph continued to wait on God. Now, the way he was waiting was even against his own will, but God was in all of it. Now, I'll pause to say that whatever it is you're going through, however it is that you're having to wait, whether you thought that you were going to have a big house, by now, or you thought you were going to be married by now, maybe you're 35, you're 40, you're 28, you're 30, you were hoping that, by now I'll be married, or by now my business would have been bringing in X amount of money, but it is not, and God gave you a promise. Regardless of what direction it is going, I want you to trust God, right? I know you will find yourself saying, oh, it's easy for you to say. It's not the easiest for me to say because I'm actually learning to trust God myself despite not seeing it, but knowing he's giving me a promise, right? Joseph was sold to slavery. His master's wife wanted to get with him and all of that, but he refused. You can go read it for yourself, right? It's in Genesis 37, 38, to 41, if I'm not mistaken. He had to go through phases, right? In fact, for someone out there, you might be in a job where, you just feel like I should have left this job. But inside the same job that you're trying to leave, you're still going through hell. This small job you're managing, you're still going through hell. And God is still telling you, I'm taking you somewhere. I want you to believe that he will. I want you to believe that he has what you need. And at the right time, Isaiah 60, verse 22, the last verse, it says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. In its time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. It is saying, in its time, meaning that there is a particular time, there's an appointed time it's supposed to happen. And the second thing is that it is the Lord that will make it happen, not you. So if you're out there, you're trying, like Joseph did. Now, Joseph was put in charge of two guys, right? A butler and a baker, right? He was put in charge of them to oversee them in the prison. They had offended their master, Pharaoh, and then he put them in prison. And they had a dream, and Joseph was able to help them interpret the dream. Now, Joseph told the butler, when you go out, please remember me. Guess what? The butler forgot him. But one thing happened. Now, I believe that the reason the butler forgot him was because it wasn't the right time. What if, Joseph had been released and then it was released because of, he interpreted the butler's dream? What would the butler do? Maybe the butler would give him one role that would now still further delay him. Sometimes the things that look like a delay to you is God making plans to bring you where he wants you to be. You need to be patient, right? Understanding that one day the king will have a dream and you will be the only one who is able to interpret that dream, and you will be promoted to the role that God intended for you to be promoted to. But I want you to be patient. In all of this, I want you to understand that the Bible says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, right? The youth will go weary, the young men will utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. And the mounting up with wings as eagles, renewing your strength does not always look like getting what you want when you want it. Sometimes it is, having the strength to forge ahead. Joseph, it took 2 years for him to be called to interpret Pharaoh's dream before he was, given the role. He was assigned the role of a prime minister. If you're out there, if you're listening to me and you are growing tired, I want you to see this as God's message to you. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, so that's my encouragement to you today. God knows what he's doing. He's going to answer you in due time. Do not give up. Do not leave, the path he's taking you through. It might be painful. Get encouragement from Joseph and get some encouragement from me as well. And understand that God cares so much about you. And in due time, he will give answers to your prayers. If you had to wait for something and you've come out of it and you would like to share, please put it in the comment section. If there's anything you're going through, put in the comment section. Pray for someone, encourage someone. That's what we do here. We're a family, and we just do life together. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to share this with someone who's in the waiting season. Like this so that more people can see it, and subscribe if you're yet to. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye.